But if that individual are not willing to let go, it's going to continue in different ways or what. So that's why I say, if the eyes of law cannot do, there is another way to explore or do something about it, to do the intervention. So it's really about this, a willing party to look into that. Because there's belief, it's not like macam kita tak ada ni benda, kita tak ada this outlet apa. When you are not, you felt that you are not sick, you don't have mental condition, there's a place to it, and we know where the place is. So why can't this body help? I mean, there's resources out there. Come on, there's ways to do it.
Okay, what if that person doesn't have embah in his body?
It's good. Then it's clear state that meaning is certain
Let's just say it's
condition.
an act. I mean, people people see an issue that he has embah or he can call a spirit into his body, but people never make an issue when they see a kuda kepang doing performance, having like jin yang boleh joget and makan kaca. No one sees that an issue. They even have that in their wedding, but when one person who was so-called claimed that he's a nabi having an embah in a body, everyone was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
I mean, like, come on, man. I mean, when people was watching Bruce Almighty pulling the moon, it wasn't an issue. It wasn't questioned by the Christians, But when this ordinary guy pulled a moon closer just for his followers to see, everyone was like, wow, this is a whole new level. So my question is, why it became an issue? We cannot just say that what he did is wrong or what he did is right, but we need to understand why that happened and to what certain level that it is wrong. You understand where I'm coming from?
Uh-huh.
Like you can't just discriminate people based on their understanding. When Nabi Muhammad was doing his preaching, Islamic preaching, he was kena campak tai, kena pukul, darah-darah, because people say apa kau buat tu salah. Is not normal in the world that I'm living. This is based on hadith and Al-Quran. So my point is, when Nabi Muhammad was practicing his Islam back then, he has to go through all that just so that he could pertahankan this ajaran Islam. But to what extent that they know that benda tu salah? But at the end of the day, Islam is the agama yang benar. I wouldn't say it's right or wrong. It's agama yang benar, yang is advisable. To practice Islam. Is the one and only religion. I cannot say much because it might offend other religion also. But this Islam to us is one and only religion. There's only one God and one prophet for us. So to what extent that what he did is wrong? When the claim says that he is doing it for Islam, he's doing it to help women, that's not wrong, right? Correct? It's not wrong.
No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong to help women, definitely.
So if for him to have 4 wives, if he was allowed, if all the wives actually allow him to marry, another wife, if it's within his means, it's not wrong, right, for him to have 4 wives.
As the terms of 4 wives, yes, not 13 wife, and spiritual wife.
Exactly.
Wrong,
Let's just say if he got 4 physical wives, it's not wrong.
Yeah, it's not wrong.
Okay, let's just say if he has this ARS to say that aku belajar jauh sampai gini, I have that certain level in Islamic, I can do preaching. If he say he got 13 wives, is it wrong?
If he is preaching out of the norm of the majority belief, then it's a wrong thing.
Exactly, that's the thing. People, orang tengok pangkat tau. Kalau kau ustaz, yes, you can say whatever you want, even though sometimes I mean, I could disagree with some, but but it's because people see, dia ni ustaz lah, I have to believe what he said, because he ustaz, or he ustaz lah. If like people like us, a commoner, preach, let's say lah budak-budak orang baru keluar lah, prison and stuff lah. For example, because to my understanding kat prison orang belajar agama they actually do what they supposed to. Imagine orang tu baru keluar prison sekali dia preach agama. Orang people be like, kau baru keluar kau macam faham talk about agama and stuff. To what extent that we see someone that you are allowed to preach, you don't allowed to preach, what you say is wrong based on Islam, but the other person said the same thing but it's considered is the right thing. So we need to, that's why I say when you see things different perspective, you know that kita actually ada double standard in Islam, Muslim, in Malay community. You understand where I'm coming from?
I think it depends on the context that you are putting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a guy with money can marry 4 women, but a guy with no money but with Islamic knowledge, a guy who actually can take good care of his wife, cannot marry 4 women. Why? Because he got no money. When we talk about men having 4 wives, kau mampu ke nak jaga 4 bini? Ni kat Singapore, kau boleh beli ke 4 rumah untuk isteri-isteri kau? Understand the context now?
Yeah.
So that is my point. People judge. People, no matter what you do, akhir zaman people will judge. People will say that kau buat ni tak betul lah, But we're talking about Islam here. Everyone wants to claim that apa diorang cakap tu betul. But there's only one lah. In Islam, there's only benar only, what? There's no right or wrong. It's only benar. It's benar is what you based on the Quran itself. Kau tak mulas lah sangat.
I try to like, are you agreeing to what he do or
I'm not,
what?
like I said, we cannot
I just couldn't understand the context that you put.
No, my point is, the only part that he did wrong was, because the thing is, I cannot say he's right or wrong. We didn't hear his side of story.
Okay.
We heard from someone's side of story. Ibarat in Islam, you cannot menghukum orang without knowing the fact. If I say that he did wrong, sekali someone that person actually play him out, actually what he did is right, it's just based on one-sided story, and I say that he is wrong, I'm like, percuma je, berdosa. You understand where I'm coming from?
Okay. Yeah.
Because
but
we don't know the fact. It's just that we heard from someone that story as such. So we are making this conversation is based on claims that was made by someone, but at the same time, what he did could be right, and what he did is potentially wrong. But the 13 wife is, I find it so bodoh and the 40 part is also bodoh yeah.
So I think what makes this case strong, okay, first definitely ST did an investigation. That's one, and they have the notes of meetings as very co-evident lah. It's just putting out there whether or not, especially given to the authority body. The next thing is like the body itself has acknowledged this person has been counseled before, and little that they know that this thing continue. So and all the things that these ST have, though they didn't say exact name, but the characteristics, where is it from and stuff, if you put into that puzzle, you fix it, it makes sense Dia macam bukan sembarang ambil and then like you try to, like, it's not going to go anywhere, because if you pull all the facts out there and having that body to acknowledge this has been done, this person, so macam like, okay, it's there.
So basically, you want the bodies to actually tell Muslim community that kita dah buat benda ni, and this shouldn't be happening. This is not the right thing to do. We have to take certain step, which is to ask them to cease the operation, and but it keep on happening. So actually, if benda ni jadi lagi, it's actually beyond their control already. What? I don't think by law you can arrest someone for
Oh, can.
But in what sense, dia tak cause any distraction. He's not like someone who's like, Allah Akbar, boom. No, he didn't do that.
No. Under this, I'm going to read out for you this penal code, okay? If the person commits any act which he knows is prejudice to the, or jeopardize to the maintenance of harmony between different religious or racial group, and which disturbs or likely to disturb the public, okay, shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years or fine or both. So in the context of religious harmony, or in the context, as I say, by majority, this is our understanding, but someone decided to come up with a new religion and might not really sink in with our general terms, it's an offense.
I don't think he come up with a new religion, and definitely he didn't cause any prejudice to other religion. He didn't question the Christians or the Buddhists or the Taoists. He didn't do that. Definitely he didn't, based on the report that I read. And he he didn't disturb anyone. He didn't, ask around for money, to what I understand from the report itself. So from what I see, he didn't cause any ruckus or problems to the community, to community, not in the Muslim community, in a general community in Singapore. He didn't cause any problem. You see, but the problem that he caused was someone said that he claimed he was a prophet, and also he took that someone's wife. You see, that is the problem that actually has become the topic of conversation. But other than that, he didn't cause any ruckus to the community. He didn't disturb. To what I see, he didn't, he didn't say that Christian as such and stuff. He didn't do that. So to me, for the government to take action, I don't think government would even dare to intervene in such matters. Don't you think so? I mean, if there's a report saying that he actually causes such problem, yes, then our government must be sleeping lah if they never take any action. But was there any report saying that he did such thing to cause any disturbance to the community or to Singapore? Is there any such report? No, right? There wasn't any report saying that. So I think it's fine. But what we are not happy about is because he claimed he was a prophet. And that's all. We are not happy about that and the 13th wife. That is for sure we're not happy about it. To us, this is not new and it shouldn't be happening. No one should claim that they are the last prophet because that is the last thing a Muslim should say. Correct?
I see different context altogether. So to make it macam kata orang mata kasar dari segi crime or it's like physically or aggressiveness or what, definitely it's not out there. Definitely it's not being portrayed. So this is very subtly. The group, how it functions, what was the confession or article or investigation being made. Only those particular people who have those evidence again can escalate the matters or do something about it. We have totally no say. What we're gonna feel about it, happy or not, is really up to individual. But this thing has been like out of like many years, it's surface. That's why it's like now it's a big thing. It's a hoo-ha. But as you said, it's a big thing. But it was only addressed or it's a matter of concern within 2 days after that, senyap.
Exactly. So now you know how important this news is. If this is something important, they should get it addressed immediately. The action should be taken, like how serious COVID is, that kind of seriousness. So apparently, this issue of someone claiming that he's a prophet is not taken seriously. It means something is wrong with our community or the government body because they don't see the seriousness of claiming that you are the last prophet. To me, someone who's claiming that they are the last prophet, that is something. Something you are brave to say that.
Yeah.
So why isn't anyone doing anything?
So as I think I'm just looking back that when it comes to controversial or especially taboo, they are not up to it lah.
Exactly. That is my point, right? So are we that coward? Is the I don't know. I think people now don't really care. I mean, I live paycheck to paycheck. I don't care what you want to do. As long as you don't disturb me, I'm fine. Whatever Muslim you want to be, you want to keep a dog, I don't
Not
care.
to OLG. Not to that case. Yours is a big damn.
Kan?
So I think it's
The
really
ironic lah.
about
It's the ironic lah. It's ironic that people actually find it. See, like I said, it's Aizaman. People don't really care about your religion. I mean, this in Quran it says that people are gonna like claim they are the last prophet. It already happens in the Quran itself. It's already stated in the Quran. What is bound to happen? People are gonna claim that they have a new religion. They are the last prophet. You see, that is how accurate Islam is based on the Quran. But why is it still happening? See, I think our ustaz and ustazah dah cuci tangan lah pasal ni. Because they know it's happening what. All they need to do is to protect Islam itself, be on guard, just give one or two posts on Facebook and we are taking we are doing what we can, but I don't care. I just need someone from the media to actually give that copy paste post kind of thing. We live paycheck to paycheck. I don't care what you do. As long as you don't disturb me, I'm fine. But if something that you can earn money out of it, I think people will be like interested to do something about it, like what you say about the saga and stuff. So yeah.
There's a big loophole then.
Kan? I wonder why. The Malay people very choosy. Diorang
Selective,
perangai bengkak tengok Melayu berjaya.
selective for the wrong reason lah. Yang supposed to memperbetulkan tak diendah atau
Kan?
not really pay attention to. Yang bukan kata like orang punya tak, you know, tak apa ni betul apa dia buat tau. No, but you should know where to prioritize,
Exactly, that is my point. Aku
right?
cuci tangan lah.
Yeah.
Like benda-benda gini. Pasal apa?
So
Kau nak fight for it pun, orang atas nak fight for it for what?
yeah,
You know?
and eventually there will be like people will lose faith in the among the community itself because the important thing you cast aside, the non-important you raise like
I think lose faith is to
to the
the
body. So
yes, but losing faith to Islam is not bound to happen lah. You know, but losing faith to, you know, that stand that the body is. I mean, it's not only now that people losing faith to them. Help, it has happened
has it happened
long time ago.
for a long time,
That's
the
why people
longest
don't actually
time.
care. You know, tak mau minta bantuan dengan orang, kita minta bantuan dengan lain. You know
Lain
why? It's
temple. Oh.
obvious. Yeah, exactly. This thing is not yesterday. See, it's not yesterday's story. Why people are not going to you? But you keep on collecting my money every month.
Mm-hmm,
Walaupun $5, but you still collecting my money. What?
mm-hmm.
It's my money.
Yeah,
I have no choice. I have to give
yeah,
it to you.
yeah. That kind of madness lah.
Yeah, exactly. So life is unfair, and that guy is sucked because he got 13 wives, and he claimed himself a
He
prophet.
he he's still, I don't know, finding up till 13. Now don't know how
Okay
many.
lah, but the guy
Yeah.
who wife left you, you know, for that guy, you need to do some soul searching, man. Stop finding people fault. Ask yourself what you've done wrong. To my understanding, that you did something wrong, you know.
Mm-hmm,
So yeah, you don't always blame the woman, man. You know, men they will find reasons to marry for a wife, but they cannot find reason to why they are wrong.
mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong lah, but yeah, this is general lah. Stop looking at people's fault.
I mean, marriage relationship requires a lot of commitment, trust, and stuff. And you
Exactly.
cannot be too oblivious to allow your wife to go out till late night
Exactly, right? I
every
mean,
time
oh my
for
god,
religious talk.
are you that dumb?
It has to
That is
be
my
coming
point.
back. Yeah, it has to come back to
I
common
was like,
sense
come
lah.
on, this is bound to happen, man. I mean, like, come on now, what kind of husband are you? Are you like living off your wife money that you have to keep shut that she have to do all that? Come on, man. This something is not right somewhere. That's all I can say. That's why I
Yeah.
say either that guy is so loser that this thing happened to him, then he's not happy about it, he make a big hoo-ha, or that thing actually happened lah. Like, he
Mm-hmm,
claimed that it happened, but actually benda actually tak ada apa-apa. That's why the government body is not doing anything about it because actually nothing happened.
mm-hmm.
Understand where I'm coming from?
Um, since I don't have much details, I cannot also state
Exactly. We cannot say
much
much.
of because I don't want to also like offend the former husbands. We don't go through what they go through as well.
Yeah,
I
to be
know we
fair.
only heard the confession, yeah, but we don't, you know. But in our opinion, definitely like um, you should know lah, like marriage works and what the boundaries is lah.
True, true.
So you
I'm not
wanna go
married, so I
out,
don't know. I mean, from a
yeah.
point of view, it's a good advice.
There's boundaries. There's time limit. There's things that most of the time we should do things together rather than oh you want to do this you on your own now I on my own. So this will occur lah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lor.
this will likely occur. This will because you allow it to happen at the first place and you keep it. You let it be. So of course, yeah, what you state about self-reflect don't just see yourself as a victim, but you know what can be stopped, beforehand lah. But now things has happened, how then you move on and
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
this thing, right? This whole issue of this man who claimed that he is a prophet and stuff. Let this be a lesson for everyone. If you really want to mendalami Islam, you wanna learn about Islam, what Islam teaches you to do, go to the proper
channel
sources.
lah, yeah.
We have asatizas, ustaz and ustazas who actually studied for years, in Cairo, in the Arab country, just so that they could mendalami Islam. Make use of them, make use their knowledge, touch their brain, go to them, go to the proper channel. Yeah, sometimes, you know, sometimes for you to learn things, especially Islamic teaching, you have to pay lah. Jangan lokek sangat. Nothing come for free. The ustazah go there also, like they fork out money to belajar.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think that you want to learn more, pay for classes, go ahead. Nothing come for free. Yes lah, orang cakap kalau nak belajar Islam sepatutnya free. It's preaching what. Nabi Muhammad dulu belajar pun free juga. Dia sebarkan pada umat-umat dia. But still, itu zaman dulu. Kita tak boleh samakan. Tak kena dengan konteks sekarang. If you want to learn, there's always a proper channel to go. Don't learn like to your own understanding, like you read the Quran itself and then you tafsir your own meaning to it too. Better don't lah. Better not lah. Then you come out like that lah, 13 wives. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think we just be wary lah of one another. And if you think that this particular group or minority is practicing different thing, please do escalate the matter to particular body lah, because only you know what's right, what wrong, and only you can do the intervention itself to stop it from to go further.
Mhm,
Yeah. So be the more proactive party lah. Jangan diamkan. Bukankah you diamkan means you bersubahat, you
mhm,
know? So do something about it. Don't just like behind the scene, they did practice gini-gini, dia tu gini, dia tu gini. But you're part of it because you don't say anything, you don't do any actions about it. Yeah. And get better knowledge. Don't just be deceived macam senang-senang just because you kind of like establish a certain relationship. But when it comes to religion, I think you have to be more sensitive, and you must find the right source to where. And Singapore is like, you know where to find is the mosque, is that government body that we have. And we have Arkam, the Arkam is more for convert.
mhm,
But we know there's specific places to go to,
mhm,
you know.
mhm.
Don't no, you must be macam educate yourself lah. Don't be easily fell into this different beliefs altogether. Okay.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. When it comes to relationship, really, really, in marriage, and especially in you are more what 20 years, 30 years together.
Mhm,
If based on your confession that you have that relationship for 15 or 20 years really, and all of a sudden it changed, um one thing about marriage I've learned is tolerance.
mhm,
Secondly is like the sparks in marriage. The moment you stop just because you have children or because you decided to divert yourself and do your own thing,
mhm,
that's actually the end. You are heading towards the end. So dedication of marriage is very important. Knowing one another, where you're heading to, what you're doing, have things to do together, involved in it, so that one person do mistake, another one know it's a mistake and then quickly intervene, you know,
mhm,
and you cannot allow it to happen for free. Yeah. So do communicate a lot lah. I felt that it's really come back to communication to your spouse, and hopefully you can save in time before it escalate lah.
mhm,
Yeah, yeah, and really, really. And then when it comes to marriage also, you're looking into your own world, you're supposed to be more protective towards your own family. Yeah, cannot macam biarkan, or like not knowing much, cannot like that. Yeah, I know it's easier said than done, but the moment you said aku lapaskan nikah pak, come on, it's a serious commitment for life till the end.
So the you talking about this marriage because that guy got left by the wife, is it?
Yeah, I mean it's
Okay. Well, actually, this topic banyak dah aku boleh cakap. You can talk about
yeah,
this religious point of view or marriage point of view.
yeah,
I mean, like this is crazy, yeah.
yeah, it is linked what, blood
Yeah.
is linked
But at the
to.
end of the day, it's more about the guy is sad that he got left by the wife for that man. But we don't know how true it's true. Like, wife dia tinggalkan dia pasal that guy. Okay, I mean, I
Okay,
saw the face. Oh my god.
so
Actually, ah,
like, oh my god.
kalau Adi
Yeah,
Putra, okay lah. Kan?
but he's smooth talker, charismatic. That's how it woman fell for it
Oh, I
you
mean,
know
I don't know. It's based on assumption. Maybe that guy is jealous. He doesn't have all that. But at the end of the day, I pity the guy. That's all I can say. I really pity him lah. He needs to do something about it.
Yeah, yeah, we are living in a crazy world lah.
But it's better off just to let it go lah. You know.
And also, yeah,
Uh,
it's best to let it go, and it's really about come back together as a community. And if there's certain topic that is really really need to talk and do certain actions, please do it. Don't just stay behind the scene. That's what I would say.
you mean
Yeah,
what? Who?
whoever individual lah, you
Oh.
know Like for us, like for me, it's like it's either you want to create awareness. I'm not saying that we do out of hate and what it's really awareness and taking the actions when it is necessary because
Exactly. The guy create an awareness for it lasted for 2 days. That sucks, man. I mean, like, come on. That's why I say, to what certain extent that people are willing to do things. It only lasted for 2 days on my news feed. So it means that, I mean, like, people don't care. If people care, this will last until like how COVID is lasting right now. You understand where I'm coming from? That's why I say, how do how do we tackle this issue? Cannot what? Because people don't care. That is the sad part. And it involves my religion. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm pious, that I do my prayers 5 times a day. I have my flaws, I have my sins, but I don't hurt anyone. You know, I don't go around like stealing people boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't, I don't hurt anyone. If it's bound for me to do zakat, I do my zakat. I mean, other than that, I don't do anything wrong. But people still see me as a sinner. You know what I'm saying? So
this is
yeah,
what that's another thing
yeah.
altogether.
Yeah. So, I mean, like this is from a point of view lah.
Yeah lah, I mean no one's
Example
perfect.
lah.
What?
Is
So
it,
whatever your religion is, no one's perfect. There's
yeah. I think at the end of the day,
flaws.
people don't see the religion is beyond that already. You know, Islamophobic only happens in US. It doesn't happen anywhere. So other than that, people see you.
Australia.
Not really, leh. Don't say like that, leh.
Ada.
Don't say like that,
It's
lah. Certain
the
Australian.
racism
No,
is there.
Australian is typically racist. They don't care what religion you are. They are freaking racist to the Chinese, to the Malay, or to the Indian. That's it. They are not, in the sense that they don't hate Islam. They just hate their skins, the skins. Other than that, I wouldn't say it's Islamophobic. If it's Islamophobic, it's only in US.
It's the
Yes,
majority lah. The
yes.
major is there lah. Yeah.
But anywhere you go, people just see beyond the skin. People don't care if I'm a Muslim or what. I mean, I don't care if you're a Muslim as long as you do the good thing. You don't hurt anyone. I'm fine. It's more than that. So I think that's the reason why this the news only lasted for 2 days. So yeah, and that is why it wasn't covered in the Malay media.
It's covered in vegetarian. It covered like after ST, then berita, the Surya and also newspaper out about that.
Exactly lah. Why that? But
After lah, it's after math. Then it's a
yeah,
follow up lah. It's
kan
not the
the
one
sad
who
truth.
initiate or proactive about it. Definitely,
I think Malay
it's
reporter
a
tak berani buat benda gini.
tak berani. But that one is Malay reporter. It's just the under ST lah.
They get paid better lah. Let's just assume as
They
such lah.
get paid for controversial
Yeah, controversial news.
news. I
So
think it's not
yeah,
controversial lah. We are not ready lah. The Malay are not ready to step forward for controversy. I think
nope,
yeah,
nope, 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 nope. We're not. We
they will
are not.
never. Will never. So that's why only few, and definitely we. I think I appreciate OLG for being able to come forward and open up various topics that most Malay don't want to do.
Kan?
Most media don't want to do.
Lepas tu kena kecam.
Lepas tu kena kecam lah. So
So,
that's why they say the price of being real lah. There's a price to it. Yeah.
definitely, yeah. Definitely. But if I get paid a lot, I don't mind for being real like that. I mean, like, if it costs me like millions, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Kecam
Yeah.
kau, duit aku masuk juga.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
At the
know?
end of the day, like because of you kecam,
I get
big thing
the
ah.
publicity,
You
I'm
got
fine.
publicity.
Yeah.
You got the money. Yeah. Oh my god, for the wrong reason. Yep. So people, educate yourself. Think wisely before you do what you do.
Mm.
Yep. If you believe in one religion, then pursue it further, understand it deeper. Don't just take anything for literal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the best I could convince. You see, we are speechless also because we don't know, like, dang, what else? What's next for this Malay community? But yeah, so here is. I think that's it, yo. That's it for today's topic.
Yep.
Yep. And yeah, so you are hearing our debates and our concerns or matters arise. Just now we talk about what's happening in the local context, and then we kind of resurface into another country as well.
Yeah.
But our main concern is just come back locally lah, definitely.
It's better to
Especially
talk
among the
about
community.
local issue than other people
Other
issue.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Other people dirty laundry, so it's just gonna cover ours. Okay, anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching. We see you when we see you. Till then, ciao banyo. Bye.